Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cross Report from Cross Streaming. I'm Dan, and today I'm joined by Cross Streaming contributor Jordan.
Hello.
Because we've got an exclusive preview from Attack on Titan, so huge thanks to Panini Games for letting us show this one off. It's definitely a good one.
Also, we're going to be taking a look at a few swag highlights from the cards that have already been previewed, so let's hop into it.
First up, it's only been a week since previews for Attack on Titan began, but we're already inundated with amazing cards, with many more to come as we head towards that March 30th release date. On our last episode, we took a look at the first 5 cards revealed, so go back and give that a watch to get the scoop on those. But today we're going to take a look at 5 more cards handpicked from Panini's crop. Jordan, why don't you start us off?
Alright, I'm going to go over a Titan character and a Titan event. The first card we're going to be looking at is the Cross Rare Armored Titan Wallbreaker. Armored Titan is a max rank 7, 3-stat character, making him tanky in combat, and his strength of 7 and special of 4 give him access to some of my personal favorite battle cards. The rare 7 strength from Justice League and the 4 special from Justice League, card number C48, both of which have potent discard effects which synergize well with his beastly constant effect. His effect forces the opponent to discard a card if they want to defend against his attacks, which can make him a true juggernaut as the opponent has to waste valuable card advantage to stop his advance and allows you to maintain pressure on your opponent. Best of all, his effect has no trait requirements, so he can be played in a variety of decks, ensuring he will remain a valuable card for a long time to come. Next, we'll look at a Titan-stamped event, the powerful Brutality. Brutality is a costly event at 7 MP, but its cost is well worth it. If you control 3 Titan characters, you can target and KO 4 characters in play. This can create absolutely massive swings when the opponent has a full board of 3 characters, allowing you to score 2 to 3 uncontested VPs. But a crafty opponent may try to play around you by only keeping 2 characters in play. Not the worst trade, as they'll have less characters to defend with. This game-closing event is costly in a deck that already has trouble keeping MP, but consider splashing in Shazam Captain Marvel, who works well with the Titan stats, can generate you the MP you need, and can bounce when it's time to start the Brutality.
Next up, let's take a look at what the Scout Regiment is cooking up, and we're going to start with the powerful stamped event, Flanking. Flanking is a 4 MP event whose first effect is a major drawback. You can't gain any more MP for the rest of the turn when you play it. However, the positive side is well worth it. Flanking allows you to KO any number of your characters, then play up to 2 scouts straight out of your discard pile. You won't be gaining their MP, but you can switch your board around, use it to heal characters by KOing them and replaying them, and, best of all, take advantage of any one-played effects those characters have. It's extremely flexible and extremely strong if the right characters are ready to jump into action. It's also a great way to get some major value out of last week's previewed Potato. What kind of scouts can you use Flanking to play? How about the show's protagonist, Eren Yeager, whose common version, Eren Yeager, Suicidal Bastard, is sure to be a go-to in many scout decks.
I was 1 day shy of shipping off to the MP! Sean, get a hold! No! Not all of us are suicidal! Damn it! Shut up for a second!
While only generating 1 MP, his one-played effect allows you to play any scout from your discard pile so long as your opponent controls more than 1 character. Playing Eren off of a Flanking can actually allow you to set up a full board again if you wish, and otherwise, Eren is a solid answer in general to an opponent who's controlling your board and keeping your characters down. Now, your opponent may try to play around this to some degree, but forcing them to play no more than a single character is well in your benefit too. Eren is an excellent example of the fun and frantic combo-style gameplay that is going to be the MO of many scout decks. And let's take a look at one more spoiler. This one was featured on the MetaX TCG Community Facebook group, an excellent resource that every Metacross player should join in order to keep up on news and community as we head into the launch of organized play. This 7 special battle card costs 0 MP, a relative rarity among rank 7s, but with a highly unique effect. It can be played by any character, not just characters with the requisite special stat of 7, so long as that character is leading a team attack. Team attack focused decks of all kinds will love this card that allows them to throw the strongest team attack they can without having to run rank 7 characters that don't have abilities suited to the playstyle, at the cost of being unable to use it with those same characters on defense. This one is sure to make a splash, especially when comboed with the many powerful team attack effects in the Scout Regiment. Alright folks, and now the moment you've been waiting for, let's take a look at our exclusive preview, and it's none other than Miche Zacharius, Section Commander.
A person only loses when they give in. Remember that. As long as we keep putting up a fight, we haven't been beaten.
What? That's sweet.
Miche is an uncommon character who fits perfectly into builds utilizing a variety of the powerful Scout tag team effects such as Flanking, Eren Yeager Suicidal Bastard, and Mikasa Ackerman Lethal Force. While it's easy to compare him to Deathstroke, who has no buddy requirement, Miche's access to a pool of effects that allow him to be replayed give a Scout deck a real bite should you try to attack in against them, or use a powerful push effect like Hanji Zoe Quirky Scientist. Many decks will fear Miche's effect, but when playing against him, the biggest trick will be weathering the storm, because once the Scout deck has run out of flankings, it starts to become much harder for them to find ways to reuse their effects. Alright, Jordan, what do you think of Miche?
I like him. I think at first glance, I was like, he seems pretty alright, but after realizing like the synergies with flanking,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fantastic, because not only do you get to use it, but with events and characters, you can use them on demand, like back-to-back sometimes, which is great.
Yeah.
People will be afraid to pressure you when he's in your discard pile, because you could pull him out at any turn.
Exactly. As if that flanking is in hand, you always have the option to reset the board. You can KO whatever characters you want. If they have a push character, you can take it out with Miche. If they have more characters in play, you can set up a full board with Eren Yeager. Or if your opponent just has a board of characters, you can just play an Eren Yeager from hand to, play a Miche, and then just get that going without even needing the flanking. So, like, you're not even safe when your opponent runs out of flankings, but you become safer, right? So
Yeah.
He's definitely a strong card, though. I expect him to see play. I don't know if he's a 3-of index, right? It just depends.
It'd probably be 2.
It depends on your build, and there's going to be builds that use different quantities, but.
And it's also got a note, aside from the female Titan, it's a good way to take out all the super tanky Titans, because it's just like instant, they're gone.
A lot of people are already starting to worry about how do we kill these Titans when they have stats of 8 and 9, and female Titan's the counter, right? Like, as long as your opponent has the MP, she's not going to be taken out by Miche, or she'll be coming back at the end of turn. But otherwise, Miche's in there. If your opponent swings with Armored Titan against you, Miche can come down the next turn and just take him out, get rid of him. So, yeah, Miche is definitely one of the stronger Scout Regiment effects, and I'm really excited to see his impact on the metagame on a whole. So,
yeah, I'm pumped for the set.
Alright, folks, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Cross Report. Stay tuned to Cross Streaming, as we will have one more exclusive spoiler, an extremely potent rare battle card, to show off next week. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like down below, and subscribe to keep up with our content as we continue to roll more out.
That's it for now.
Take care, guys.